So what we found is that we're, as the MOD, the way it's set up, obviously with the parity agreements, there is a central kind of command there from the union side of things, as well as other unions in the UK. There was deep concern in how the OMEC contract was being introduced and the effects it would have on the service going forward. I think in the UK those concerns very much still remain. What we've been able to achieve here in Gibraltar is an agreement that does allay those fears, to make sure that staff that are going into the Defence Guard service, it protects the department for the years going forward, and protects those existing staff and actually the new staff coming in. I think the concerns being from the union at a national level in terms of the UK and other parts of the Ministry of Defence is that the initial proposal that put forward for the MOD have kind of been very much pushed through quite hard at a top senior level in the UK, but in Gibraltar we've been able to limit the potential detriments that staff could have been affected by. But this agreement very much gives a better safety for our members here in Gibraltar. So essentially, obviously there's a number of terms and conditions within the agreement, but essentially speaking, what the agreement, sort of the main principle behind it is to make sure there is no detriment to either existing non-OMEC staff and the new intake of OMEC staff coming in. So what it does, generally speaking, is it prevents any kind of financial hardship to one over another. If one is more cost effective, that there cannot be the cheaper option picked, which could be a detriment to another. We also have a situation where it enables kind of a fairness across the board, and any changes that are to be made going forward with OMEC. Obviously, as more staff come in, there will be a higher population of OMEC contract staff in the Defence Guard service. That any changes to the agreement, any amendments that need to be made with a change of staffing and contractual terms, will be subject to agreement with the union, with us Unite locally, and to make sure that any changes are with the consent of staff, and the department still does the very important job it does do for the defence estate across the Ministry of Defence in GIB.
Are you confident that the agreement you've reached will safeguard against these issues arising again in future?
Yes, absolutely. One of the main facets of the agreement is that should there be any changes going forward, there has to be kind of agreement across all the main stakeholders involved. So if there are to be changes, if there are to be any concerns going forward, we will have the opportunity and the ability to actually protect our members both in the short, medium and long term, which is a very good and strong position to be in.